Hey y'all, welcome back to Shaun White's Skateboarding. I'm Incetic. With me here is Blank Tester.
Hey kids, how's it going?
Matt Rocks 101.
Hey, I'm Matt.
And Turo.
Ah.
So yeah, we're on the Rising Island still. We just got access to the other part of the park. So let's get going.
Hey, I got something to say to you. You did good. You're one of us now. And you deserve a break. Fellas, show our newest here a good time. Head on over to the park.
Damn, this place is busted.
Shit. Yes, JP. We can change it.
Legendary moment for young Turo.
you, yeah.
Yeah, that was the first ever
shit.
shit I heard in a T-rated game.
Shaun White's Skateboarding was the game that expanded your mind when it came to what could be done with gaming.
The
Yeah.
first one I ever heard a swear one was Uncharted.
No, not the first swear I heard. They dropped a few bitches and dams.
No. I mean
the
shit.
Tony
Like
Hawk
the first
Yeah.
one where they said shit was
Slightly
I heard
harder,
was Uncharted
swear, yeah.
Jakes.
Because I think bitch and damn tends to be considered like in a slightly less
Yeah.
harsh category. It's like shit.
But like
and fuck.
Uncharted Drake's Fortune, they said shit all the time, and my mom hated it. She was like, "Why do they gotta swear so much in that game?"
You know what? I remember. So like. As a little kid, the first M-rated game I played was Halo 1, which did not include much swearing at all, right? Like,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
they might have said "son of a bitch" like once or twice, but that was about the hardest they ever got. And so, like, when I played Saints Row, and they were swearing up and down, I was very confused, because I was like, an M-rated game with swearing?
Wow.
Because I was like,
I
really?
never
kind of in
understood
the
why
same-
Halo was M anyway.
Yeah. Back in the
like-
day, it was considered very violent because of all
Was
the
it?
blood.
Because like I just remember compared to like I don't know, like Call of Duty 4 or like GTA, like those games were much more.
But I mean, like,
Especially like San Andreas was like much more gory.
well, no, I
Yeah.
mean, like, if you stand over the dead bodies in Halo and just start meleeing them, they'll create huge blood splatters all over the place. And like,
guess.
and before the game was released, they were going to have engineers who were going to go onto the battlefield. Or no, these were the keel bugs. Were going to go onto the battlefield and cut up the bodies and carry away the pieces,
Well, you know, it's one
which
of those
they
things
didn't end up
that's-
doing.
It's funny you say before the game was released because I remember back then the way you got rated by the ESRB was sending the ESRB a DVD that contained all of your quote-unquote worst stuff for them to
You're
judge.
right.
I
So
mean, wasn't
there
like,
is some stuff that could have been sent to
They
the
could have
DVD
easily
that was
snuck
not
in.
in the final game.
Yeah, I mean, what rating was the original Doom? I mean, that's all
have
blood and guts, but
There was no
The original
ESRB
Doom, there
back
wasn't
then.
an ESRB.
oh,
There was
okay.
no rating system at all back then. It didn't. The rating system didn't come out till after Mortal Kombat
Yeah.
in like '94 or something.
But like, I'm in the same ballpark as Bob. Like, my first M-rated games were the Halo games, which, again, yeah, kind of same thing. So yeah, when I played like GTA San Andreas, it was.
It's so weird to me the way the ratings are for the Halo games specifically, because like the original run of Halo games were all rated M, even though they really weren't that. They weren't gory, particularly.
Yeah,
gory,
they weren't
and
particularly
they didn't have
bloody
much
either.
swearing. They just had guns and shooting in them, right?
Yeah.
And nowadays, Halo Infinite is rated T instead of rated M. But it could be rated E as far as I'm concerned. There's
Yeah,
barely
it's
any gore or anything.
One of those
in there.
things like in movies where popular franchises really don't want to be rated R, so they get rid of, you know, anything that could make them. Popular
Yeah.
game series really don't want to be rated M, so you have no blood anymore in Halo. and
It's
like,
funny in
why?
a way that for especially PC games, ratings don't really matter anymore because Steam will sell your game no matter what it's rated.
Yeah.
Right.
The reason M versus AO versus T was so important is back then, if your game was rated over M, then stores wouldn't sell your game at all.
Yeah, I
But now
remember
we don't
as a kid,
have
people
that
used
sort
to
of
say
thing anymore. Like
when I
they'll
was a
sell
kid,
your
people
game.
said that the game they wouldn't sell it to you because it was illegal to sell it an M-rated game to a kid or whatever.
That wasn't
and like
even
I remember
true.
even then thinking like that doesn't really make any fucking sense. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Illegal?
You nailed it, brother. That was good, but don't let it go to your head. There's one thing you can do to make it a little better.
You know, speaking of ratings and swearing in games, the Stanley Parable, a game that doesn't have any swearing in it, apparently when they sent the lines to the narrator, he would improvise additional things, and most of his improvisations included swearing, and they would have to cut that out of his clips.
What? Did they tell him he could improvise, or was he just doing that for fun?
Well, he was doing it like a little column A, a little column B. Like, they would give him the line, and he would kind of do his own take on some of the lines.
And also, speaking of things that don't make sense,
welcome
to the hacking minigame.
Oh, fuck. Every game had a fucking hacking minigame.
It's basically one of those, like, marble moving games where, you gotta move this ball along the track, avoid things that'll destroy you, and get it to the end. It's not terrible, but it's also not needed.
I was gonna say, I have a big question. Why?
Yeah, see, I guess I'm glad this isn't one of those fucking, like, connect up the pipes to like, you know, like the Bioshock 1 hacking
System
thing.
Shock 2, yeah.
Like, we don't need more of that in gaming. And I guess I'm glad it's not a match 3 in the middle of this fucking game.
Match 3 hacking minigame.
I don't know. I don't think anybody's had one.
I was gonna say, is that something I'm gonna add to my new game? A match 3 hacking minigame?
You know what you should do? You should, in your new game, you should make it so it just changes what, like, there are multiple hacking minigames, and they're all just generic shit, like a match 3.
Should I get a slider puzzle one? Okay, I want a slider puzzle one.
One of them is like Towers of Hanoi, as it is.
Tower of Hanoi.
Yeah, Tower of Hanoi, slider puzzle. I want one of the hacking minigames that's a match the pitchers. You know what I mean? Like, what are they? Just a matching minigame?
What about a spot the difference?
Oh yeah, dude! But I'm a spot the difference, and if you click on the wrong thing, it kicks you out and changes the picture.
One of them is just straight up Minesweeper.
Yeah, dude, like a really small
straight up Fruit Ninja or something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add Tetris.
Jesus.
Hey, there you are. You built a pretty park. Impressive. But maybe you're just getting lucky. Then again, if you're as good as you seem, then maybe you'll get lucky.
Oh, she's offering sex to you because...
Why?
No, I'll tell you why. There is one female character in this game.
Dude, have you ever ridden a skateboard before?
Yeah.
This is just what happens when you ride a skateboard.
Yeah.
Right. I got on a skateboard to film those Tony 20 intros, and it immediately raised my sex appeal by like 50 points, and then I crashed off it immediately, and it dropped.
Yeah,
well,
guys, gals, and non-binary, they were all throwing themselves at Connor. I was having to hold them back.
Well, you see, I rode a skateboard, and it immediately raised my sex appeal, and then I bailed on the rail, and I couldn't have sex anymore, so it didn't.
Wow.
Wow. On
That's
the
great.
railers. Wait, I forget. Okay, first of all, this is a Safety Dance cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting
strange.
choice. And also, can't you play as a woman in this game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it also, that still raises
Actually,
your sex
would her line change or not? Or would she suddenly be lesbian?
Accidental lesbianism. Yeah, let's go.
On the one hand, I feel like she would still be lesbian because they want to appeal to the male teenage demographic.
Right,
on the
yeah,
other
that's
hand,
the male
I feel like
case.
she wouldn't be lesbian because they don't want to accidentally insinuate that that's okay.
Right. Which
In the
one
year
would 2010
2010.
Ubisoft do?
Yeah, what would 2010
guess
Ubisoft
only
do?
one
Who
way
do
to
they want?
find
Do they
out.
want? Do they want to be horny, or do they want to like not say LGBT rights? Because that nobody would play their game then.
Oh no!
There's only one
God
way to
forbid.
find out, and that would be someone else do it, because I don't want
not
to
going
restart
to.
just to get to that line.
Yeah. Fair enough.
What the dang? They're shutting us down.
This is bogus, man.
They will pay dearly for this.
Hey. Settle down, everyone. It's no big deal. I'll go see if there's an alternate hookup to the ministry grid. Excuse me.
Lily's right. Let's see what else we can get up to while she fixes the power. You, that way. You're with me.
I like how we had power to the park for like a minute.
Yeah.
And it didn't change anything. It didn't actually open up anything.
Yeah.
What?
The
This
fuck does
whole
that mean?
area feels really just kind of not like physically, but in terms of what you have to do for the plot, feels really slapdash. Because again, like, you don't have to free this area. You're not freeing people. You're just kind of doing whatever these people need you to do.
You know what?
Like,
I got a
it'll
question.
especially get to where it's like, okay, Francisco, what do you want from me? Oh, you just want me to get a high combo. Okay, great. Okay, go ahead.
Let's see you bust
I don't know if this
something
was
out.
brought up last time. The video wasn't on last video, but is this one better or worse than the Tony Hawk's Project 8 theme park? Tony Hawk's Project 8 had a theme park level too.
I think that's mostly down to the game engines, and I don't think you can get better than Tony Hawk's game engine at what it does.
Alright.
Yeah, I think Project 8 had the better one because there was more things to actually do. Like here, it has this roller coaster that's like fucking massive. Like, did you get in actual cars to go along this roller coaster? And then aside from that, it's like you have a pool or two, you have a Ferris wheel, but you can't like ride it, you know.
You see,
It's a
Yeah,
big
I
part
mean, it's got
they
big
were gonna
set
have
pieces
the part where
as
you drove the
decoration.
Chevrolets down the track, but at the last second, Chevrolet like didn't go
Yeah, they
through.
put-
Sorry, you think Chevrolet makes roller coasters?
No. You said
the cars
you
that you
drive
drive down the
actual
track.
cars down these.
Oh, I see. Okay. I thought you were saying on the roller coaster. I was like,
Yeah.
son, I don't know how to tell you this.
No, you can tell me. I'm a grown adult. You can tell me.
I don't think I
He
can.
wants to, but he doesn't know how.
Okay,
I don't
well,
know how.
you know, just use your words.
Okay.
Who's the son here? Yeah. Also, this roller coaster is busted as shit. Again, we
Yeah,
need
what
to
the
use our
fuck?
magic powers to be able to keep riding it. So, like, I totally understand why they closed this place down.
Did
Yeah.
the Ministry of Anti-Fun do this, or did just like capitalism
The Ministry
do
of
this?
Human Life did this.
Yeah, I think the Department of Public Safety did this.
No. I mean, who destroyed the
Again.
fucking roller coaster? Like,
Yeah,
how did
and
it break like this?
Again, anarchy can be a certain amount of dangerous, but I don't want it
Not
to be
really.
human life threatened or like rebellion resistance.
Yeah, I mean, there's violence when people want to stop freedom. We just make sure that they can't stop freedom.
You are just going.
Anyways,
You're going.
yeah, so like there's one of these like special Shaun White challenges in each area where you have to get like a level 3 flow to even unlock it. And then like it gives you more XP than the normal challenges for, you know, each level, so I'm gonna go do those. Cause it's like, woo, 40 XP off this challenge rather than just 10.
Dude, this
Yeah.
this balance grind thing is driving me crazy. He's just like, oh, I'm full, oh, I'm full,
He just really wants to stick his ass out.
Didn't you say that by default it doesn't even show
Yeah,
up?
by default that doesn't even show up.
How sticky is it? Like, is it if it touches like the red? Do you like? Obviously, you don't bail. Like, how far in the red do you got to go before you bail?
Oh, it almost doesn't matter. Again,
Yeah.
when your
Really?
guy starts like leaning to one side too much and going, whoa, there's a good several seconds where you can have it be at that without falling off. And then you just need to do any input the other way to have that stop and reset it.
It's also not like Tony Hawk where it gets progressively harder to keep your
It
balance.
stays the same the whole time.
Like if
stays-
you are
so
in the
it's
red,
exactly
just
the same.
press the other direction and you'll be fine.
Hey, there's plenty of stuff to do. Don't be afraid to ask one of us for help. Unless, you know, like we're sleeping or something. Hey, you're not the only one who needs to unwind, okay? You can pause the game, I can't.
His
Fourth wall, yeah.
mouth motion capture.
I got a question.
that
for
was
you.
interesting.
You want to
Yeah.
ride
Yeah.
my big white hog?
You want to ride my big white hog?
Relax.
No, I'm good.
Big white
Oh!
hog's the name of a roller coaster.
Oh!
Get your mind
wanna
out of the
crank
gutter.
my hog?
Go fix that coaster.
Thank you for explaining the joke, Mr. Tufexus. Alright, thank you.
You want to sit on my fat, my
Squeeze my
fat
arm.
cybernetic cock? Like, Madam just
Sorry, that's the name of my roller coaster. I don't know why we named it that.
my fat cybernetic cock.
And also, I want to have sex with you.
And also, unrelated, I want to have sex with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not related to what we're doing here. I just
Yeah.
also want to have sex with you.
Hey, main character, you want to have ball slapping sex? Sorry, that's the name of my roller coaster.
You
Well,
wanna
yeah,
have
also,
it?
do you wanna have
can
sex?
have it.
Yeah.
I want you to fuck me right now.
Also, I want to do anal with you.
Good job.
Sorry,
Anal is the
anal's-
name of this new.
Anal's the name of this new trick.
Flying.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Is there no retry button?
No, for
No,
challenges
walk back,
there are,
idiot.
but for this mission there is not. So
Yeah, walk back, moron.
I just had to run out of time.
You fucking idiot.
Fuck you.
Great, now the ministry
go.
wins.
Yeah, what a
Run out of time,
bitch.
does the Ministry win? Yeah. No, they wouldn't, because the Ministry has nothing to fucking do with this part.
The Ministry wins because I arbitrarily didn't pass one of this guy's challenges.
You remember when earlier I was saying, like, last episode I gave the game credit for not putting an arbitrary time limit on shit? Yeah, I take that back. It just put an arbitrary
I
time limit.
feel like
and then
at this
no
rate, the only
retry
reason
button.
this thing has a time limit is to help you in case you fuck up like that, so that you
Yeah,
don't
maybe actually, so you don't have to fucking go back.
You don't have to wait
the...
you don't have to try forever to get back to where you
my-
were. Like, eventually it'll just like, okay, you're really bad. All right, we'll put you back. Okay. But at that rate, give me a fucking retry button.
This is just painful. I mean, we haven't talked about it, but your guy is just too slow overall. There's no way to speed. Well, okay, you know, going down hills and such,
Oh,
but
right,
like,
right.
but like, and also grinding will just arbitrarily not work. But yeah, like your guy is too slow, so I have to like manipulate these, you know, vert transfers and stuff to get enough speed to even make the line.
I saw you had a lot of trouble on that last rail last time.
Would you like to
just
give
got
up?
stuck at the end and then jumped forward.
Yeah, no, just, I don't know. I think of the skate series and how when you're off your board, you can run and get on your board and start faster than if you were limited to just
Or
pushing.
I think it was, was it Skate where if you push and you time your pushes, or was that a different game?
That was a proving ground.
Proving Ground,
Yeah.
that's right, yeah. You
That was
time your
the
pushes,
aggro
and you
pushing.
get a little speed boost. That would be a very nice thing to add here.
You had ways to make yourself faster
Yeah.
so that you could actually do the lines.
And that's rewarding good play rather than penalizing bad play.
Yeah. I think about that sometimes, and I think rewarding good play rather than penalizing bad play is always like the way to go with these sorts
Yeah,
of
I mean,
games.
there may be, depending on the vision you have for what your game is supposed to be, there may be some situation in which it's better to do it the other way, but like,
Yeah.
I feel like generally speaking, especially for a game that's supposed to be accessible, you should be rewarding good play. Or
Absolutely.
rewarding the play that you want to encourage, I should say.
And here in this game, they had no vision.
They had no vision.
Yeah.
Well, you know, hindsight is 20/20 unless you're blind, and these guys are very blind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hindsight is actually 2023.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hindsight is 20/20, as you know.
Yeah, hindsight is always 2020.
Haha, yeah.
That's why we called it that.
Yep.
That's why we call it.
Yeah, because it was a look back. We were looking back at the Tony Hawk games. That's why
Oh,
we
you
called
know
it
what?
2020.
You know what? That is fair.
Right?
You know what? What other really annoying mini games did you add for hacking? I'm thinking
Hacking.
about it more now.
I think
Like
here's
what other
one.
ones that I would
Here's
do?
one. Okay, I don't know how you would make this look all techno or whatever for the hacking, but I'm imagining like there are fish underneath like the ocean, and there's like a boat, and you have to choose when to drop your hook to catch a fish.
Oh, dude, one of those basket catching games.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
like,
gotta get a high score in that, or like catch all of
Reverse
them. And
Space
breakout.
Invaders.
You could add
I
breakout.
just mean you have to catch the fish. That's it. Like it's not hard. It's just annoying, and it
or
takes
you know
time.
what? You know what? Just one of those Mario Party mini games, the infamous ones where you have to rotate the control
I
stick
love the
around
idea
super
of adding
fast.
this into like, I don't know, some sort of what's it called? Like what's that genre? Immersive sim. You know, immersive
Yeah.
sims always have like
Yeah.
that, and I love the idea of every single time you go to hack in like some cool immersive sim, it gives you a different annoying arbitrary mini game.
Okay, I have an idea. How about you have to just straight up play a hand of poker?
One hand, not
Or
like,
like
a full.
just a
Go
singular
Fish, you
hand.
gotta play Go Fish, and you're like,
Yeah.
what the fuck does this have to do with hacking?
Yeah, or like you could also do maybe like one where you just have to hold your control still. You just have to wait.
You just have to wait and if
Like you see, it's
touch
like
anything at all.
yeah, don't touch anything. If you move the control stick, you fail. That's it.
Dude, you know what? Speaking of actually that, you remember Space Station 13? Do you remember
Yeah,
that
yeah.
game? Okay, the VG Fork once replaced their entire research department. Like, normally you gotta like put objects in to see what they do and deconstruct them. It replaced it with just Tetris.
Oh, good.
You just played Tetris, and every time you cleared a line, you got research points, and that was that was how science worked for like 3 days. You just played Tetris.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's how science works now.
That cracked
Yeah.
me up. They had to get rid of it because they didn't have the license to use the JavaScript Tetris game in their code, but it was still really fucking funny playing Tetris instead of doing anything. That was basically what we've been discussing. That was their hacking minigame. Just playing Tetris.
I don't know what genre your game is, but whatever it is, I want the hacking. I don't know. I just think it would be great to have a ton of different games.
Yeah, funny.
Gotcha. Look, we got some work to do. And without power, we're worse off than a one-legged runner. Foreplay is over. This is the real deal. You gotta reactivate the monorail and get back to the mainland to restore the power. Bob will figure out what happened to Lily. Go!
He looks like a really shitty version of Liam Neeson.
He looks like Justin
can't
Trudeau.
Like a young Liam Neeson. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I think he looks like Justin Trudeau.
I think he looks a little bit like Justin Trudeau as well.
I don't know why he looks so much like Liam Neeson to me. It's killing me.
Liam Trudeau.
Yeah.
I hate him.
So yeah, now we need to regain power to the monorail and get back to the mainland. Yeah, there's actually been no fast travel so far in the game. So like, once you got to this island, you had to go through all of the plot and reactivate this monorail to get off the island.
So you're telling me that what we did here in this island was a giant waste of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, we
Huge waste.
basically just met the characters, then we restored power, but the power got cut again. We just
So
kind
that was
of
a
fucked
waste.
around, and now we need to actually do something of relevance.
I feel like this might be one of those cases where they designed this area first, and then they were like, "Oh, how do we even put this in the fucking game? I don't know."
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
this
that's
was
what-
like.
That's what God said when he made Tasmania 2.
Yeah, because this is like the one non-city area, you know?
You gotta go there and I don't know, turn the fucking power on or something. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. It's like a power-up in Half-Life.
Yeah.
Or when you fucking
Yeah,
launch
power
the
up.
rocket.
Like when you
and
get
then
the
it-
quad damage in Half-Life.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like when it's like you have to launch the fucking rocket, and then immediately it's like actually launching the rocket didn't fucking do anything. Sorry.
I love the idea of like a game. You know, adventure games are kind of like this in a way, where like everything you do like is actually the wrong thing, and you got to try something else every time. But like
Yeah, you gotta try some
in a linear
dumbass
progression,
thing.
where like
Doesn't
you have
make
to
any
keep.
sense.
Me and Blake had an idea for a text adventure game years ago where all you had to do was go to Burger King and order a meal, but like you had like 500 different key puzzles you had to solve to get your keys.
Oh,
It was like you had
God.
to check your pockets, but you couldn't find your coat, so you had to do this other shit to get your coat, and then check your pockets, but your key wasn't in there. So
I've never
And then
seen
you do
Harold.
500 different hacking minigames.
yeah.
I've never seen Harold and Kumar go to White Castle, but I imagine that's what it's like.
Kind of.
I saw it a long time ago. I'm trying to
It's a good movie. It
Yeah.
mostly holds up. Mostly.
Mostly.
Okay, here's a hacking minigame for you. Just slots. Just like a slot machine. You pull the thing, and you just have to pull it until you get 3 in a row.
Slot machine hacking minigame.
Yeah, you just have to keep. It's trial and error.
Can we have?
You know what?
Can we have one where we play blackjack?
Every minigame from Donkey Kong 64.
Yes.
And you gotta play them all in a row.
But
to
see, like the
unlock
thing is,
last door.
I think you should do it like this game is doing it, where they like try to theme it a little bit, like it's you're
like
hacking.
cyber,
so like
yeah.
it doesn't necessarily look like you're doing a slot machine, but like once you realize that's what the mechanic is, you see that they've just reskinned,
You're
you know,
like,
a
"Oh,
match 3. They've
fuck
just reskinned
you."
a fucking, you know, slot machine.
I think my favorite one is still like matching pictures.
Yeah.
like a fucking like actual like baby match game. Like,
Yeah.
Difference.
fucking 4-piece slide puzzle.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like that could be just
Crossword puzzle.
Slylock Fox, that's what I was thinking of.
Slylock Fox.
Slylock
Fucking
Fox.
Saturday, Sunday newspaper cartoon section doing a fucking Slylock Fox thing where if you can't figure it out, just rotate it upside down and it's got the answer.
You
Yeah.
have to rotate the game upside down.
You have to turn your screen upside down to fucking see what the
You have to do the
Can you-
fucking
can-
Control
update.
Alt Down arrow.
Idea. Can you just make it so every hacking minigame has the answer if you just rotate the screen? Like it's
You know
like
what? No,
sometimes
some
like
of
for
them-
the
some of
crossword
them,
it's like
you know
it
what?
says
For the
answer
crossword
and then the
puzzles,
word. Yeah.
Some of them for the crossword puzzles, the answer will be in the next hacking minigame you play.
Wait, but then what?
Yeah. Oh,
You have to
Sudoku
beat
too. I
it
need
to
to have
get
a
to this
Sudoku.
next one.
Oh, you gotta have Ken
Oh yeah,
Ken.
you go to the next one and you're like, that was the answer. Fuck.
You gotta go to Ken Ken too.
Oh, yeah, Ken.
Yeah. All right.
Slylock Fox.
We need to get back to the mainland and find out what happened to Lily.
We need
next
to return
time
to
on Shaun
Adelaide.
White.
Spot the fucking differences.
Wait, one more.
Yeah. Okay.
There's on the screen you see a jar of jelly beans, and you have to guess how many are in there. Just type a number in, and you hope you get close, and then it like opens the door.
Fucking okay.
It's like, is this a game even? I don't know.
Yeah.